and welcome to Stingray Tom's Florida and a deeper dive into the archive. Today, I'm sharing 2 minutes of audio collected at SeaWorld. These are vocalizations of beluga whales in SeaWorld's Wild Arctic exhibit. Sometimes called the canary of the sea, belugas live in the Arctic and subarctic regions. They are well known for their clicks, whistles, burst calls, and cries that sound similar to some bird calls. These sounds are produced by the movement of air between nasal sacs, which are located near their blowholes. After the recording, I'll share a bit more information on belugas and their long-time connection with SeaWorld Orlando. SeaWorld is the only marine aquarium in Florida that has beluga whales. Being an Arctic species, they prefer colder seawater, and because they're white, the only whale species that is, they are more likely to have difficulties with the Florida sun. That's why much of their habitat at SeaWorld is indoors. Generally, they can freely swim between their indoor and outdoor pools, though trainers can close the water pathway for various reasons. Prior to the construction of Wild Arctic, belugas were part of the Whale and Dolphin Show on the north side of the park in what was originally called Whale and Dolphin Stadium, but has also been called Whale and Dolphin Theater or simply Dolphin Theater. It was the original stadium for the killer whale shows when the park opened in 1973. When Wild Arctic opened in 1995 across from the front of Shamu Stadium, the belugas officially had their own home. That's where guests can see them both above and below the surface. Several times a day, trainers work with the whales, which is the best time to hear them sing. The whales, not the trainers. Belugas aren't considered endangered as a species. In general, their population in the Arctic is healthy and stable. An isolated population in southern Alaska is under significant threat of extinction, though its population has stabilized in recent years. They are generally only hunted by indigenous communities in Alaska, Canada, and Greenland, though Russia regularly captures some for placement in Chinese marine aquariums, as new facilities are seemingly built every year. The beluga's closest relative is the narwhal, the darker but similarly sized whale, famous for its unicorn-like horn. It's not a horn, of course, but a modified tooth. It's found mostly in males, but is occasionally seen in females as well. Generally known as a tusk, it grows from the left side of the upper jaw. Narwhals and belugas have similar ranges and behaviors. While both are similar to dolphins in size, they make up their own family in the toothed whale superfamily and are therefore evolutionarily separate from dolphins. By the way, I'm not aware of any narwhals in captivity. It appears that they are considered to be very difficult or nearly impossible to keep. Certainly, narwhals with a tusk, which can grow up to 10 feet long, would require a massive pool similar to the one at Georgia Aquarium, which is the home of its whale sharks and mantas. Belugas, though, are popular in captivity, but they're fairly rare in U.S. aquariums. Since they are only a little larger than the ubiquitous bottlenose dolphin and are very social, they can be healthy and happy in proper environments such as those at SeaWorld Orlando and San Diego, the Georgia Aquarium, Shedd Aquarium in Chicago, and Mystic Aquarium in Connecticut. Most, if not all, belugas in U.S. aquariums are captive-born, as the U.S. has strict laws against wild capture of marine mammals. Occasionally, one could be a rescue, which is allowed under federal law. Organizations such as SeaWorld assist federal and state agencies in rescuing sick and injured wild animals. They provide medical care and temporary housing for them until they can be released. Sometimes the injuries are permanent, and government veterinarians decide that animals can't be safely returned to the wild. Then some facilities, including aquariums and zoos, become forever homes for those animals in need. Belugas are remarkable animals. Generally similar to other whales and dolphins, they have one significant difference. They have the ability to show distinct facial expressions that make them more relatable to humans. They are very popular at SeaWorld and the other facilities that house them in the United States. As always, thank you for watching this video. Please check out my other videos, including other ones on animals that call Florida home. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Stingray Tom's Florida, traveling through time around the Sunshine State.